want to show you another potential way to set up the trend and reversal indicator. And I've also added the ebb and flow signals. This is on a 1-minute MNQ chart. This is this morning's price action from Friday, New York Open. I'll show you all of the settings later on in the video, but first I just want to go over the trade opportunities and how I'm looking for trades on this setup. I've got the ultimate Heikin Ashi painting the background colors and also the candle outline. So anytime the background is red, the outline and the wicks of the candle will be red. And anytime the background is green, the outlines will be green. I've got the trend and reversal indicator painting these reversal arrows and these divergence triangles, and also the insides of the candles. And then I've got the ebb and flow dots. That's from the price action indicator. So one thing I'm looking for are mixed signal candles, almost kind of like a single bar divergence, where I've got a red inside of the candle but a green outside, or a red outside with a green inside. And I'm trading those very similar to how I would some single bar divergence on the delta. So here we've got a candle with a red inside, green outside, so I'm looking for a breakout above or below. Get a breakout lower, nice trade. Here's another one with a red inside, green outside. We get the break below, nice trade. Red inside, green outside. Get the break below, nice move. Green inside, red outside. We do not break higher, but we do break lower. Nice short there. Another green inside with a red outside. No break higher, but we get the break lower. Nice little short down in the next area of key levels. If I get more than one of these white neutral candles in a row, I'm definitely on the lookout for potential signs of a little reversal bounce of some kind. And here we get the green inside, the red candle. Definitely interested in taking a break above this candle. This is a trade I took today in the live markets. Breakout higher from this candle. We pull back up to the pre-market low, about 13 points. Here's another candle where we have a green inside and a red outside. Looking for a break higher or lower. We get the break higher. Nice move. So just looking for that one trade setup generated about 8 very nice trades today. So another thing I'm looking for is a background change. And I also want the candle to be fully red or fully green. And then the same thing, I'm looking for a breakout lower if I'm looking for shorts, or a breakout higher if I'm looking for longs. Here's the first candle of the New York Open. We get an ebb and flow signal, green candle, green background. So now I'm waiting for a break higher from the high of this candle. We do not get it until 4 minutes later. We also get another ebb and flow signal as we're breaking out, and we pop up about 17 points there. Here's the next background change, red candle, red background. Got the ebb and flow, which is also a nice bonus. This is the 15-minute center, which had not been formed at this time at 9:40. So you can disregard this orange line. It becomes fully formed at 9:45 over here. So taking a break lower on this candle, we move down over 30 points. Here's our next background change at 9:47, ebb and flow signal. We've got a major key level right in the way, the 15-minute center, which had been formed now at 9:47. So I'm definitely going to want to wait for a break above this level, and ideally above the pre-market high here. You never get the breakout. Here's our background change, red candle, red background. Looking for a break lower. We've got the 15 low coming up, but on the second touch, there's definitely a better chance that it will break. We did get a nice move down there. Next background change, ebb and flow signal, green candle. We've got some room up to the 15-minute center. Pops up 12 points to the 15-minute center. Then we get some hold up at the pre-market high here. Start getting some reversal signals coming in. Red candle, red background. This is not a bearish candle. We've got a pretty big bottom wick, tiny little body. This candle is kind of bullish. Compare this candle to the other entry candles. Got a decent sized body on this candle, decent sized body on this candle, but we got the key level in the way. Good sized body on this candle, good sized body on this candle when we get the breakout. On this one we have a tiny body, but we've got wicks on both sides, so it's kind of an indecisive candle. And we've been indecisive for the past 3 candles as well, and we're rejecting off of the 15-minute center. So I'm factoring in a lot of different things when I'm looking at these background changes. Green candle, green background. I might be looking for this to test the 15-minute high once again. I'd have my stop below the low of this candle. When I saw this candle, I'd move my stop up to right below the low of this candle, where we have the red inside and the green outside. So that would have been a small loss. Then we get the red background change, red candle. 15-minute center is in the way, but once we break lower, get a nice move down. Got some nice ebb and flow signals. The further we are in a move after the background change, the less likely I am to take these ebb and flow signals, unless there's something else in correlation, like delta. I like them better at the beginnings of the moves, right after the background change, or a few candles later. Here we're getting a lot of the neutral candles building up. We're getting a reversal, getting some divergence. Here's our next background change. Got a whole cluster of key levels in the way right there. I'm going to want price to break above this big cluster before I think about taking longs. We pull up right to the pre-market low here. We reject off the pre-market low. Here's the next background change. Red candle, taking the break lower. No key levels in the way. Pop down over 50 points. This ebb and flow signal is a reasonable distance. Taking a break lower from this candle. We do pop down over 15 points. This ebb and flow signal, it's a mixed bag. We've got some divergence appearing, some more divergence appearing. Green candle, green background. Looking for the break higher. We've got an ebb and flow signal here too. And we pop up 17 points. And this is 10:45 after when I'm usually trading. Usually only trade the first hour of the New York Open. So those are the things that I'm looking for when trading this setup. So I've got the price action on here. All I'm using is the ebb and flow signal dots, nothing else. No filters. I've got one instance of the MMT trend and reversal. This is painting the reversals. Look back of 3, overbought of 60, oversold of 40. And then I've got the divergence on. Look back of 1, overbought, oversold of 90 and 10. Trend core is off, trend flow is off, and this is calculating on bar close. I've got another instance of the trend and reversal, also with the Williams as an input. I've got the trend flow activated, directional filter is on, strength of 1, SMA filter is on, period of 3, and I've just got it painting the bars, not the outline. So that's what's painting the insides of the candles. And there's nothing else on this indicator that is activated. I've got this calculating on each tick. That way I can see the color of the candle coming in on each tick as the candle is forming. I like using the on tick feature for the candle, for the trend flow, but for the divergence and reversals, I prefer it on bar close. And then I have the ultimate Heikin Ashi. All I'm using is the Heikin Ashi trend strength of 1. I do not have the bars activated. I only have the outline activated and the background. I'm not using anything else on the indicator. For the key levels indicator, I should have yesterday's point of control on here. Turn that on. I've got my 15-minute opening range. And then for the second range, I've got the pre-market range, which is 7:30 to 9:15. There's yesterday's point of control up here. Looks like it didn't really come into play today. So there's another chart setup idea and some creative ways you can use the differences between the trend and reversal and the Heikin Ashi when we've got these candles with the mixed colors. There's an infinite amount of possible combinations. I highly encourage everyone to do their own backtesting and their own experimentation and come up with things that work best for the instrument and the time frame that you trade. There are links to the MMT line of indicators in the description. And anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is absolutely amazing. Greatly appreciate the support. Apex still has their 80% off sale going on. Take Profit Trader still has their no activation fee deal going on. Tradeify has some great deals. And Thrive Trading is just about to open up. There are links in the description if you want to check them out. You can even pre-order a new account. They're opening up in a few days. Thanks for tuning in. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day.